Hey guys, what's going on? It's episode 74. Welcome to the home front. I come to you guys every day at 9 o'clock with a little bit of information about real estate. What's going on, Michael Bazzo? Please let me know you guys joined so I can say hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Um, please hit that like button, hit the love button, share this out. You never know who could benefit from this information. Tonight we're going to talk about real estating and adulting. What exactly does that mean? I will get into it in just a second. I want to tell you guys first, though, about Michael Oliver. If you haven't heard or you haven't seen the information on him, he is a friend of our family. He is a 17-year-old boy who has a very rare form of cancer, and we've been raising money for him since January. He has 1 in 15 children who have this form of cancer, and we've actually been able to raise enough money to get him started with his alternative treatment with CBD oil. So he is up and running on that, and we are still looking to raise money to keep his treatment going. He's made progress already in the past couple weeks that he's been on it. He's not feeling pain like he was. He's able to eat without getting sick. He's able to get a deep sleep, which is really, really good. So I'm really excited that we were able to get him up and running on his treatment, and that we're still working on keeping it going. But please, if you find it in your heart to donate, please do, or at least share the story out. So you never know who would be who will connect and can resonate with the story, and will donate and help him out, help his life. So tonight, like I said, we're going to talk about adulting and real estating. What that means is basically, this is my life. I am a single parent. I'm a single mom who is always on the go, and I'm always working, and I am always having to adult and parent. What's going on, Paul? Thank you for joining this evening. You know, I don't feel like it sometimes. Today's been a really long day. This weekend has been, it just seems like it didn't stop. It just flew right into Monday. You know, I also have friends, and my whole life is kind of just combining into one long day because everything runs together. You know, you have friends that are going to sell their house, and you need to then step into the business role with your friends. And along with that, your kids kind of fall in line because everybody has things going on. So I can't compartmentalize my life. When you are working, when you're an entrepreneur or you have a home business, you can't compartmentalize your life. You don't get to come home and clock off. That's not the way it works. You have to fit things in where they belong. So I've got to adult and parent while I'm working, and that's kind of the way things go. Like I said, this weekend was a long weekend. Friday we started off. I've said before, I have 3 dads, so I get to celebrate several times. That's a blessing. Getting to celebrate Father's Day on several occasions. So we planned everything out where it all just kind of worked out together. We had a couple cookouts, and in the middle of all that, you know, I had to work. I had to do not an open house. We tried to do a yard sale for my friend to try and help her get rid of a lot of junk in her house so that she can list her house. Hey Claudia, what's going on? Thank you for joining. We're talking about real estating and adulting, and how all your life you can't compartmentalize different things. You just kind of have to keep it moving. So how do you fit everything in? Me as a single parent, how I fit everything in together, and all my life just kind of blends together, all the different pieces with work and parenting and being a friend. It's all kind of just coming in together at this point. You know, when you're helping a friend get ready to list their house, and then you have a kid, you want that kid to help out, and I had to assign her some tasks, and along with that, you know, you've got to spend time with them. So, hey Lisa, what's going on? But that's the way our weekend was. We had to fit in the festivities of Father's Day with working and having fun. I came home, I think, at maybe 10 or 11 o'clock on Friday night. I got up at 5. No, it was 11 o'clock. And then I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get over to my friend's house so we could do the yard sale, which was not a good turnout. You know, we talked about how we were going to do it. We put signs out on the major road. We did some Facebook group advertising. We did some Craigslist posts. And I just think it was a bad weekend. But overall, we were like, we're just going to do it again. You don't give up. You just got to keep moving. You don't get to accomplish your goal, but you got to keep it going. Hey, Tracy, what's going on? Please, guys, engage. Let me know what you think. If you have anything to say, I love engaging with you guys. It also helps because it lets me know that what I'm saying is of value to you. So, you know, in real estating, we have to do a lot of things, problem solving. You know, that's the main thing, figuring things out. It's not all black and white. Sometimes you have to you have to be creative. You have to come up with solutions, and it's not always just written out for you. And the same thing goes with being a parent. You can't just, there's no book to pop open and just look and see what the answer to the problem is. So it's the same thing, and you have to put your big girl pants on even when you don't feel like it, and I darn sure didn't feel like it this weekend, but I had to keep it moving. I had to keep going. I did, let's see, we did the yard sale, and then I ran out and we ran out and did a house appointment, and then we ran out to the model home, which took another couple hours, and then I picked up some more kids so my child could have some fun and have some company over, and we ran out and did a little adult dinner for the evening for like maybe an hour or two, and then we had to keep it moving 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock that night. So then we turn around and get up the next morning, go back to another appointment, and then do some more family activities. And I think I got a little nap in there on Sunday. And when I say a little nap, I mean my body crashed. I had plans to come home and take a 15-minute power nap, which ended up being 2 hours, and I was in a comatose state, which was great because I needed it, obviously. But yeah, there's lots of things to juggle, Claudia. I mean, especially like I said, when you have a whole house to maintain, you don't have anyone to rely on, and you don't have anyone to help you. It's very hard, but it's a blessing for me because it keeps me on my toes. I feel like I would get lazy if I didn't have so much crap to do. I prioritize myself. I get my list together, and I was even thinking last night, God, what do I have to do tomorrow? And I said, oh, I need to write it down. I never wrote it down. So then I feel like I'm lost because I didn't put my list together. At least when I have it written down, I can go through and check everything off on the list and say I got it all done. And now what's going to roll over to tomorrow? And I have my calendar. So I not only have my list of things that I need to do, then I have my calendar. So I don't make appointments without it because I have double and triple booked myself and completely forgotten about it. And that's just not me. It's not professional, and I don't like to do things like that. So I always have my calendar on hand when I'm having conversations, and I always like to keep a notepad so I can remember everything that I have to do. So that, my friends, is what real estating and adulting is all about. It's about your whole life being combined, and I say it's more like being an entrepreneur. It's going out there or having a home-based business. You have to learn how to work all aspects of your life together. Yes, Michael Smith, Superwoman. I feel like it sometimes. I need a shirt, a Superwoman shirt. We were talking about, it's funny, we were talking about somebody, and Tiffany was saying he could be Clark Kent. And she said, is he going to rip his shirt off like Superman and just Clark Kent, go all Clark Kent on us? But, tangent. But seriously, being a single parent, it's about not compartmentalizing. It's about working really hard, putting on your big girl pants. And even when you don't feel like it, I keep hearing everyone say it's about falling back on those habits, those daily habits. When you don't feel like doing it and you still have to do it, what choice do you have? It's called being responsible, taking responsibility for yourself, and just getting it done. And I can't make excuses because if it doesn't get done, no one's going to do it. And the only person I can get mad at is myself. So I just keep it moving, and I take notes. I rest when I have time, and I rarely have that time, but it doesn't matter because in the end, it's all going to be worth it. I am not complaining about being busy. I'd rather be busy and be bringing money in than broke and bored, and I say that all the time. I am very, very happy, and I'm very blessed to be in the position that I am in. And I hope you guys find value in what I bring every weeknight to you at 9 o'clock. We're going to have a girls' night show tomorrow night, so please be sure to tune in. And if you guys have any topics you'd like to talk about or any questions you have, please feel free. I love to help you guys out in any way I can. Real estate happenings. This week we have 2 home inspections, one on my buyer side, one on my seller side. We have a closing, and that's always fun. My philosophy is you're not closed until you're closed. You're putting out fires until the last minute for sure. And I'm always working on last minute fires. I mean, I had my loan officer tell me today we are going to be on this one until the last minute. And it's true, but it's part of the process. I asked a title company, they said, because we do split settlements a lot of times now. We have the buyer side and the seller side, and I'm working on the buyer side on this one. And the seller side said to my title company, we need the documents today for closing on Friday. And if we don't get them out today, then we're going to have to push closing back. And I'm like, when does that happen? When do you get documents a week in advance anymore? I said, because I understand it's always last minute with the loan documents. And that's just the way it works. It's never a week in advance. So to hear something silly like that is just funny to me. But I guess that's the way it is. Some people still live in a funny world where they think things are just going to happen by making silly comments like that, because it just doesn't happen. Closing it can be stressful. It's last minute all the time, and it's just the name of the game, basically. You just got to know that's how it works. So I hope you guys had a good evening. I hope you enjoyed what we talked about this evening, and please share this out. That would show me that it's valuable to you guys. So again, let me know if I can help you with anything, and I will see you tomorrow.